Hi, fourth grade. So I want to go over with you day 2 from your phase 4 capstone project. We're again still looking at reading, still looking at the branches of government. So your task today, and I'm looking right at your menu. Let me find it so I can show you of suggested activities right here in your packet. Okay, see that? That's where I'm getting off of your menu here. We are going to close read 2 stories and annotate and take notes as we read. So same task as yesterday with 2 different stories, okay? So go ahead and find in your packet so you can read along the American government, the branches of government passage. And I'll display it on my screen for you also. Sorry, right there. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So I'm going to read it through the first time, and it's just this one page. And then I just want you to listen, take it all in, and then you can read it a second time, listen to it a second time to take notes, okay? So the American government, the branches of government. Here it kind of looks like a tree. So you have the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Remember with the branches of government, they all have to work together in order for the government to work. It's a checks and balances. They all have equal power. Okay? So it says, think of the United States government as a tree. What is the thickest part of the tree? The trunk. Our government, the people, are the trunk. So what are its branches? The Constitution establishes 3 branches of government. These branches are the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Each branch has only the power given to it in the Constitution. This separation is to make sure that no one part of government ever becomes too strong. Think of the tree again. What would happen if one of the branches of the tree were huge and the others were just little twigs? The whole tree would topple over. To make sure that our government does not fall apart, power is carefully balanced between the branches of government. Each branch of government has a way to curb or check the power of the other 2 branches. For example, imagine the president, does not agree with a law passed in Congress. He can veto it so it never goes into effect. If the law passes and takes away someone's rights, the Supreme Court can rule it's illegal. The legislative, executive, and judicial branches all check up on each other in different ways. These 2 important principles are called the separation of power and checks and balances. Together, they help make sure the government works properly and that no one government group or government official becomes too powerful. Okay, so that is the first text. What I want you to do is to pause this video, rewind it, or read this text again, and I want you to note, highlight, note on the side, underline, whatever, 3 facts, 3 things from this story, okay? And then click play, and we'll go to Congress Speaks Spanish. Okay, so now that we've done that, what I'd like us to do is we're going to read the second article of the day, which Congress Speaks Spanish, and it's about our government. And this is a 1-pager also, okay? So again, read the first time, follow along with me. It's the very next story in your packet about the Congress Speaks Spanish. So inside the halls of Congress, more and more lawmakers are speaking Spanish. Congress is a branch of government that makes the laws. Congress is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Many politicians are studying Spanish, says political expert Michael Shifter. Some lawmakers are taking Spanish classes and debating their positions in Spanish. Others hold bilingual press conferences in English and in Spanish. Bilingual refers to being spoken or expressed in 2 languages. Some lawmakers of Hispanic origin also speak to each other in Spanish. The increased interest in Spanish follows a sharp growth in the Hispanic population in the United States. Hispanics, also known as Latino, make up the fastest growing minority in the country. Hispanic Americans are people in the United States whose families come from Spanish-speaking countries. Most of these countries are located in Central and South America. The last census, or population count, shows that more than 50 million people in the United States are Hispanic. So what I want you to do is I want you to go back and listen to the story read to me again, or read to you again, read it with your family, or you can always click that, use the QR code reader that's in the front of your packet, and you can listen to the story be read aloud. It's on this page right here. Okay, read aloud again, and take notes. And when I say take notes, underline, circle, highlight, draw a little picture on the side to help you remember what it's about. And I want you to find 3 things in this article. Okay, just 3. Okay, and I will see you for our next lesson about the United States government. Guys, keep doing a good job.